Okay, so the last problem we have in 6.1 talks about probability as well. I'm going to kind of do this one quickly. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but we will learn a little bit about our calculator. It's kind of good. But this one talks about when you have a child, the chance of having a boy or a girl. So what's the chance, let's go with having a girl. What's the chance of having a girl when you have a baby? 50-50, right? It's like a 50% chance that it's going to be a girl, okay? Now, this question doesn't ask about the chance of having a boy or girl. This one asks, what's the chance of having a girl the first one? And then the girl the second one? And then a girl a third one? And then a girl a fourth one? Eventually, what should end up happening? A boy should pop out. So it's not going to be 50% every time. So this one is 1/2 raised to the x. So to figure out that probability, we'll just kind of do the workout first. The chance that the first one's a girl is 1/2 to the 1. The chance that the second one's a girl is 1/2 to the 2. The chance that all 3 are girls is 1/2 to the 1. All 4 are girls, all 5 are girls, and basically just all in a row, we know eventually a boy's going to pop up. But you do hear stories of someone having 4 girls in a row or 4 boys in a row or something like that. Has anybody heard one or know somebody? The most? 6? All boys or all girls? Which one was it? All boys. All girls. Wow. So let's see what the chance of that happening for that poor family. No, just kidding. So let's see what the chance is of that happening. So I'm going to show you how to do this in the calculator just by typing it in, but I'll also show you how to do it in the calculator using the table feature, and it's basically just a little calculator practice. Okay? So if I was going to type this in the calculator, just to type it in, I'd be at the home screen. I would put parentheses, 1 division, 2 parentheses, and then the raised button is above the division. The raised button is above the division. So raised to the 1. Mine just raised it to the 1. Yours may say raised 1. And everybody get 0.5. Are we okay? If I hit second enter, it gives it back to me. Second enter, it gives it back to me. And then you can change the 1 to a 2. Second enter, change it to a 3. Okay? This is still the long way because I have to do all 10. And you're like, well, that's pretty quick. Well, I can do it faster. And the way to do it faster is to use the table feature, which we kind of played with before. So everyone go to y equals, and under y equals, we're going to put the function. So if you got stuff in there, just hit clear, this is from another class, clear. And in y1, we're going to put the function with an x. And the original function was 1/2 raised to the x. That's what we're going to put in the calculator. So I'm going to put parentheses, 1 division, 2 close parentheses, raised to the x. Raised to the x. Not the number, we're putting an x, because x could be any number. X could be any number. Now, we've used the table before, but just to make sure you didn't mess with your calculator, you shouldn't have to change this every time, but let's make sure our calculator is set up correctly. Everybody hit second window. When you hit second window, it should say Ask Auto. If yours still says Auto, you didn't change it that day, or maybe your calculator's view was reset. So make sure it's Ask Auto. Make sure under Independent, you go to the Ask, push Enter, and the dependent is Auto. So make sure it's Ask Auto. Ask Auto. Are we okay? Questions there? So now that everything's set up, in y1 we have our function. So now we can go to the table. Second graph. And I can now type in, what's the chance that the first one's a girl? 1. It takes the 1, plugs into the function, spits out 0.5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You'll notice that you run out of spaces after a while. I'm going to fill them up to 7. Okay? Once you get to the end, then we're going to go back to the top and type in 8, 9, 10. Now, when you get to 10, something interesting happens. When you get to 10, the number gets really, really small. And when the number gets really, really small, it turns it into what? It's kind of like scientific notation. What's e to the negative 4 mean? Start at the decimal, and what do you think negative 4 means? To the left 4. It doesn't mean 4 zeros, it means 4 movements. So how many zeros would that be? Bless you. 1, 2, 3, 9, 8. So if you ever see that, that's kind of like scientific notation times 10 to the negative 4. But it starts at the decimal, and negative means to the left, positive means to the right. Okay? So you've just figured out the probabilities. Okay? So somebody mentioned that somebody had 6 girls in a row. What's the chance of having 6 girls in a row? What is it?